Not too long ago, I came back from school and I had a long list of things I had to do by the end of the day. And I had homework to do, I had to record content for YouTube, and I had to record short form content from TikTok as well. And I had to go into Duolingo to study Chinese and Spanish, and I had to journal, I had to meditate, this, that, and all of these can actually really impact you if you're also 16 and you have a lot of interests. This video might be for you because I am also 16 and I have a lot of different interests, and I will tell you about how I manage them throughout my day. So the first thing is you need to consider the fact that you will not get everything done in a single day. Some days I focus more on studies, and some days I focus more on content. And this preference makes me give more of my attention to a particular thing, and that helps me uh, put more progress in instead of doing everything on the same damn day. The real problem that we face is friction, because if you cannot get up and do that thing, and if you have to use your willpower to do that thing every single day, you will probably not stick to it at all. And that's because you haven't had your surroundings made up for your goals particularly. And and you're not to blame at all, because you probably didn't know about this at all. I'll tell you about how important your environment really is. Let's say you have your phone in another room for the morning. You will probably not check your phone as much because you'll have to go manually to the other room and go get your phone just to scroll on social media in the morning. But if you have your phone right besides your bedroom, you will obviously have a greater tendency to check your phone and spend more time doing whatever you do in your phone in the morning. And that shows you the importance of environment. And I'm also utilizing this in my own life. I'm putting the diaries and my books just across my bed. That way, when I have to get to bed, I will normally just take out a book and just read it, and that makes me uh, more likely to read as compared to if I didn't have that system in place. And these things, finding these hacks are what make us truly capable, because these little tiny things are what helps us stack things one upon another. And the thing is, you need to have a great body. You have to have a good mind and physical self in order to pull this off, because you're doing a lot of things, and I admire you for that, because at your given age no one else would be willing to do the things that you are doing. No one else would be willing to put in the hours and actually do what you are doing. And that is why you must uh, give more attention to your physical self and your mental health. Here's what I do to keep that in check. I wake up and I chug like a half a liter of water, and I tend to bring a bottle to school as well, because the water at school is not really that good unless you're like going to a very prestigious school in your area, and that helps me to get my water intake in, and that helps me to keep my mood up as well. And I also tend to selectively pick what meals I am eating, because what you give your body as a fuel is what makes you run. And the higher quality of food that you give your body, and the better results it will help you achieve. And that is why I believe that we all should collectively improve our mental and physical self as well. And After I plan my day into sections so that I have a particular set of things done by a certain period in the day. Uh, Something like in the morning, I will wake up early and just make sure my meditation and my workout is done so that that so that those things do not drag into my life to my later sections of the day. And this actually helps me keep my habits in check, and that helps me to keep on going even on the days when I feel like not doing anything else and just rotting on the bed, right? This helps the system in check, and that helps me to keep on going even when I don't feel like it, and that is what matters at the end of the day. Doing, going, and doing the things even when you don't want to. And I also read a lot, and I mentioned how I did that. And I also learn new languages. I'm currently learning Spanish and Mandarin. I learn them through Duolingo and a bunch more sources. I give like 15 to 20 minutes a day, and that helps my language progress in check as well. Even though that might not seem like a lot, there is enough for the consistency to stack day in, day out, and help me progress as days go. And that's how I deal with that. And you have to consider the fact that you might not be able to do all of the things in one day, but you can compensate for that if you do a little bit more of this thing that you didn't do the previous day, and that evens things out in the long run. And that is how you should view your life if you're also putting in the work and doing a lot of things while you're still young, while you are still allowed to fail, and while you have your youth. And honestly, you should keep a time schedule as well. I have repeated this on my channel for a long period of time, and it's not for, uh, and I say that for a reason. And the fact is, when you have a routine in place, when you have a system in place, you will do your best to follow it and make sure that it's physical, right? Make sure that the routine is physical so that you do not have to get on an app or something just to see your routine. Excuse me. And uh, a system, even if you follow it like 50% of the time, is still better than your normal day. Think about it. If you have a routine and you only follow it halfway through, let's say, you're already doing 50% better than your usual day, right? And that is all that matters. We are striving for perfection, but we are happy with what we get, because what we get from striving for perfection is already better than having no system in place. And I just want to tell you guys that it is a long-term game, and even if it doesn't feel like you're progressing right now, in a couple of years you will thank yourself for being consistent like you're being right now, because 5 years of consistency will always beat 1 year of intense effort, right? Building your portfolio up for continuous amount of time, a long period of time, will always beat the person who is just intensely focusing on their job or and their portfolio for a single year, not because uh, of anything else, but because of consistency and because they love the sport. That's it for this video. Comment down if you want me to talk about anything else, and I'll be sure to reply to every single one of you as I can. And see you in the next one. Till then, peace out. See you on the grind. I'm watching you from afar, and I believe in you that you can do something in your life because you are worth it. See ya.